I lost my mother when I was 16. It was the beginning of my junior year of high school. I was in the IB program, so that was pretty tough considering it's already a rigorous program, and I didn't have any other family here in Tampa. My mom meant everything. She was my best friend, my confidant, my go-to person, everything. The night before my mom died here at the hospice house, I came to visit her, and that coming week, it was homecoming week at school. So I came and I showed her a picture of my homecoming dress, and she looked at it and smiled, and she said, "You're gonna look beautiful." I remember seeing a hospice nurse standing by the doorway, crying, like as she saw me and my mom crying. And in that moment I didn't, really think about it, but now I'm just like, how? I don't even know how they do it. To know that my mom was in a safe place where she was constantly cared for and loved on and made comfortable, it brought peace to me, and I know it brought peace to her, because not only does it provide comfort and space for those special last moments with your loved one, but it also provides hope for the people still living afterwards. I was offered one-on-one grief counseling, and it changed my life. It allowed me to talk about my mom in a safe place and just keep her memory alive. Life Path Hospice is love.
My husband, Tim, and I were married 6 months after we met, and we were married 27 years. When Tim was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, we were devastated. Life Path Hospice, the folks were gentle with us. They were very compassionate. One morning, my husband, Tim, woke up, and he was having some very sudden and very acute pain. They offered and suggested that he go to the Malesh Hospice House. They welcomed me just as much as they welcomed my husband, Tim. They just took care of things. They allowed me to be his wife and not his caretaker, not his primary caretaker. And that was such a blessing. Tim had already slipped into unconsciousness very, very gently, and they very easily moved him to the side of the bed so I could sleep in the bed with him that night. I was able to spend Tim's last night here on earth, embracing him. I think the most valuable thing that Malesh Hospice House provided to us during our stay there was that I knew that my husband Tim was well taken care of, and that he knew that I was okay and being taken care of, and that I was with him as well. They supplement and enhance that end-of-life experience so it can be gentle and peaceful. And it is something that I carry with me, and it has most definitely been part of my healing process.
My 29-year-old son was involved in a hit-and-run car crash, and at the time of the crash, he experienced a brain injury so bad that he never regained consciousness. After being in the ICU department for 16 days, and we realized he was not going to recover, so he was moved from Tampa General Hospital to Life Path Hospice, the Malesh Hospice House here in Temple Terrace. Life Path Hospice is warm and inviting and comforting, and it is serene. It is actually just a place where you can just take a deep breath and know, okay, I'm safe. I'm here with my son. And I can just focus on loving him and focus on being with him as long as I can. They were all very, very gentle, very, very loving. They touched my son the same way I would touch my son. And you just don't get that everywhere. It was truly a blessing to me to watch them be so loving and caring. I could touch his skin. I could cuddle with him. I could hold him. I could get right next to his face and love on him. At Life Path Hospice, you truly don't have any other worries. You can forget about your responsibilities. You can forget about your obligations. You can just rest in knowing everything is taken care of and that your immediate focus is just on your loved one. And that's what you need during that time, because really at that time, nothing else matters.